Hi, and welcome to the Mindful Trace. I'm Anna, and I am recovering from surgery, but I wanted to put my second part. I have 4 parts of fear that Eknath Easwaran talks about. So I wanted to kind of continue that. And I'm sitting here, so I'm resting, but I wanted to share some more about this. The last time I talked, it was about that fear narrows our perception and can increase division. Another idea that has been just as meaningful to me that he talks about is before we try to change the world, we have to learn to steady our own minds. And that sounds simple, but it's challenging because when we see problems in the world, injustice, conflict, division, our natural instincts are to react. I'm guilty of that. We want to fix things. We want to speak out. We want to push back. And those impulses can come from a good place, but Easwaran believed that action is most effective when it comes from clarity, not agitation. When the mind is overwhelmed by anger or fear, we tend to react quickly. We say things we don't mean. We assume the worst about others. We lose the ability to listen. And sometimes, even when we believe we're doing the right thing, our reactions add more tension instead of less. One thing Easwaran really focused on was self-mastery, not controlling the world, but controlling our responses to the world and owning those responses. Learning to pause instead of react. Learning to observe fear instead of being driven by it. Learning to steady the mind so that our actions come from intention instead of impulses. But this isn't about being passive, not about ignoring the problem and thinking everything is fine. He deeply admired people like Gandhi and Martin Luther King Jr., people who took strong action in the world. What made their action powerful was the inner discipline behind it. They trained their minds. They learned to not let their anger get control of them. And that is hard. I know for myself. When something feels wrong or unfair or unjust, I want to speak out. And my reaction always isn't calm. Sometimes it's frustration. Sometimes it's fear. Sometimes it's wanting clarity. But one thing I've slowly learned is that reacting quickly rarely is in my best interest or a good decision. When I slow down even a little, things change. They become more clear. I listen better. I speak more clearly. And the outcome is usually better. Not perfect, but better. Easwaran taught that real change starts within the individual because every conversation, every decision, every reaction begins in the human mind. And if our minds are constantly pulled different directions, pulled by fear, agitation, we carry that into everything that we do. When we develop even a little steadiness, we bring something different into the world. More patience, more understanding, more clarity. And maybe that sounds small or not like enough, but multiply that by hundreds, thousands. It's enough to make a difference. And it isn't small at all, especially in uncertain times. Learning to steady the mind might not seem separate from helping the world. It might be one of the most best practical ways that we can contribute. Until next time, stay kind.